morning. Today on on KC Auction Video Blog this week, we're going to be talking about the coronavirus. We're going to be talking about the NAA's decision to go and move their conference and show online. We're going to talk about the one-room challenge we're going through here at the office and auctions that are online and coming up, and just a few other things. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to just share this on my page real quick. I'm going to do this on my iPad because for some reason my desktop is not acting normally. So, or my laptop. And so I've got to share now public. My goodness. All right. So thanks for watching. Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of things here at the KC Auction Company since the virus kind of took hold. The first month we were really quiet, shell-shocked like a lot of people, weren't sure what we could do. Started doing a few more things. Watched the market closely. Had no auction. It went well. And so we're growing everything in that respect, right? We have two auctions online right now, one the Symphony and the Flint Hills Art Auction. Even though they can't do their Symphony event, we're still doing the art auction online to raise funds for their mission, also to bring awareness and raise money for the artists who created the works, because they're not selling much right now either. So we're excited about that. We have the King Collection of Antique Silver online right now, which is really cool. Probably on Monday or Tuesday, we'll upload the King Collection of Antique Textiles, which is another nice little collection of theirs. We have two rack auctions coming up probably next week. A seller in Smithville and one in Roland Park are working on their catalogs right now. And so probably by the end of next week, we'll have 4 auctions online at one time, which is a first for our company. And we're excited about how we're able to help some of our colleagues and do some things here that we wouldn't have thought about doing recently. One of the other things we've been doing in the auction house is what I've been doing is analyzing the space that we have and how can we best use what we have and do things with it to increase efficiencies and maximize the space in the best ways possible going forward, right? And if you're watching, thank you so much. Comment where you're watching us from. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have thoughts, let me know. But yeah, we're in Kansas City. But if you're watching us from anywhere, go ahead and post that below. I'm just curious as to where people are watching us from. But I've done in the midst of a one-room challenge here. My office in the building was a big room in the front of the office. Thanks for watching, Bruce. And so we moved my office to a smaller room on the second floor. And you've been seeing pictures and videos of those here and on Instagram this week about the progress. By next week, the wall behind me should be full of antique auction sale bills and auction-related art. So that's going to be my backdrop for these videos going forward, which I'm pretty excited about. And you can see the pictures on our Facebook page here of what we've been doing in the office. Painted this really rich gray, and really great. Excited how that turned out, and the furniture looks really wonderful in here, and excited about that. Our next room challenge is going to be the room that I was using as an office. It's a much bigger room. We're going to make that into a second photo studio so that we can expand our operations here. We're looking to bring on a staffer here in the next month or so. Hey, John, how you doing in Hawaii, man? We're looking to bring on a staff member, and by moving my office to a smaller room, reusing the front room, we'll be able to add a second photo studio, which means we'll be able to process 2 auctions, if not 3 or 4 at a time here in the office, which we're really, really excited about. One of the challenges for us growing is just the space constraints that we have. And by revamping our offices and building space, we're going to be able to expand our offerings and to serve more people, which I think is so crucial right now when so many people could use a little bit of selling assistance, and we have a great platform for that. The other thing I want to mention is the National Auctioneers Association. Their conference and show is scheduled for July in San Diego. And because of the uncertainty of large groups still meeting at that point, they've decided to move the conference and show to online only, a virtual conference and show, which I'm pretty excited about. My oldest son's going to college this fall. I was probably not going to go to the conference and show. This gives me the opportunity to go and actually see and experience the content. Obviously, going to an event is different in person as compared to virtual, but I think the opportunity to learn and be exposed to and engage with people that I know and from around the country and around the world virtually is going to be beneficial. It won't be the same, but it'll be beneficial to all of us attending. And I applaud the NAA for being definitive in their decision to go forward with that. Some would say it's too early to make that decision, but at this point we can make those. They can make those decisions and still get refunds from the hospital, from the hotel. The airlines are of course being very generous in their refunds and transfer of funding. So doing it sooner rather than later allows them to plan and get ready for. It also allows participants to plan and get ready for, and attendees to decide if they can or cannot go. And so I think I applaud them for doing it. There's obviously going to be some who think it's a bad idea. We should have gone forward with meeting, but I think this is just a much more prudent decision, and I applaud them wholeheartedly for taking this stance and going forward with it. So I think that's about it this week. We're going to keep keeping these a little bit shorter sometimes. But again, we've done some great things here at the auction house in the office, as you've been following on Facebook and Instagram. Moved some desks around, we've moved my office around, we're painting, we're restaging, making the space more efficient. We're doing all the kinds of things, no-touch pickups as much as we can. When people are buying things from us, our silver auction will do the same thing. People pick up, we'll bring the items to their car, put them in the trunk. They can do with it as they want to. Then we're not going to touch their vehicle. They're not going to touch us. It's a pretty good smooth system, and we're looking at ways to incorporate that going forward. Actually, I think there's a lot of benefit to it. The efficiencies for our pickups was great. I mean, people are in and out quickly. Do miss that conversation that you can have in person, and people like to look around it. Well, it hasn't been picked up yet at an auction, but they understand it, and a lot of people, even in normal times, would rather just come in and out. So, again, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions for us in the future, let us know. We do the KC Auction video blog is taking the place of Behind the Gavel with Jason, and we'll be doing this at least weekly, sometimes more. If something comes up during the week, I'll just pop this out there. It may not be as regimented every Friday at 11:45, although I'll try to continue to do that. We just might add more during the week as things of interest come up. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and stay safe, stay strong, and stay healthy.